So those are really the small things around clarifying the ask. Context is also very important. And I believe, Akash, you've seen this trend of context engineering becomes more trendy terms versus prompt engineering. It's just because of the fact that people realize that how important context can be, and it can amplify the effectiveness of prompt. And regarding context, first of all, I wanted to call out that not more context means better, but the necessary context that is related to the goal. I think those are the things around context that really matters. That's why, as you can see, at the very first part I mentioned about providing context is really about clarifying the outcome so that the clarity can help inform what to provide for the context. And only providing the necessary context that involves what role are you in, what are the unmet user needs, what timeline are you facing, basically constraints, right? Time constraint, technical constraints. Is there any existing ideas that AI needs to know? Because if you have many ideas already, you might want AI to know, right? It really depends on your perspective. Some people wanted to hide some ideas from AI so AI can come up with some fresh ideas, but some people want AI to have something to base off from, as opposed to drifting too far. So it's really about that. What is your prioritization criteria? AI struggles with priority because it does not really know what you want. So if you have something to prioritize and to focus on, that information could be really helpful. Who is the audience? Audience matters when you are trying to frame an experience for a particular set of users. And that really helps if you can provide the audience information. What are the design principles and what are the brand guidelines? Those are all important constraints that you can provide to AI, depends on different scenarios. There are some miscellaneous points like be aware of the existing memory, refresh certain memory by opening up a new chat, but those are just technical things. Providing references also helps because we have learned that when providing references, whether it's text reference, output format, visual references, code references, AI tends to give you better design outcome. There's some extra tips around prompting, such as structure in, structure out, simplicity, it's okay to be imperfect, reverse prompting, and so on and so forth.
How much should you define the exact design you want? Because of course, AI is going to do a much better job at giving you what you want if you're really specific. But at the same time, then you kind of lose that exploratory lens and magic. And part of the magic is you can get 3 to 4 divergent designs. So I think we'll have to explore that as part of one of the workflows. But when you think about prompting, do you feel like you need to prompt these design tools with a very structured mega prompt, or you can just do like the shorter kind of to the point prompts?
I think it's an art in some ways. By saying art, meaning sometimes we want more control of the outcome, and sometimes we want to give AI more space to brainstorm. And it's really a fine balance. It's as if you are hiring someone, right? Sometimes you want to be very specific, and sometimes you wanted to give her or him a vast amount of creativity or space to brainstorm. So based on my experience, it really depends. Regardless, I think some of the structure helps. If you can introduce it relatively early, that often helps, as opposed to starting everything from scratch. It is okay to do things that way, but it also requires a lot of time and tokens for sure.
Awesome. So maybe we can go into the details of it as we think about ideation with AI, which I think was one of your next points.
Sure, yeah. Ideating with AI. I actually have 2 parts, which is ideating with AI, design and prototyping with AI. They really go hand in hand, as opposed to, this is ideation, this is design, this is prototyping, right? Given AI has bring some convergence to those things. But just wanted to give some ideas around those early stage ideation, such as brainstorming an idea, right? Let's say, Akash, we are thinking of a fresh product ideas. We need some early stage brainstorming, such as providing necessary business goals and problems, user goals and problems, just to provide certain context or guardrails, and relevant user insights, relevant constraints. And those are the things that we can provide for some early product idea brainstorming. And regarding convergent thinking is also important because AI can get really, really wide and extensive, and that's why we also need things to converge a bit. For example, ask for ranking ideas or ask for examples for better evaluation. Like, sometimes you ask AI give you a lot of ideas, but you don't know where that idea comes from. So it's basically asking you, like, can you provide me some examples, and where did the examples come from? What are the sources? So you can use those to do your due diligence if AI is just making things up, or you think that the sources that AI provide ended up being credible, right? Just for your own sake, for better evaluation. So that's that. Regarding design and prototyping with AI, it's more like an extension of ideating with AI. So that's why I said they go hand in hand. There are some common best practices, right? Specifying instruction, specifying the context, brainstorming design variations, keep track of design variations, navigate between options. So Akash, as you can see, those areas, like the first, let's say the second one and third one, it can be reflected in prompting.
Today's episode is brought to you by Naya One. In tech buying, speed is survival. How fast you can get a product in front of customers decides if you will win. If it takes you 9 months to buy one piece of tech, you're dead in the water. Right now, financial services are under pressure to get AI live. But in a regulated industry, the roadblocks are real. Naya One changes that. Their air-gapped, cloud-agnostic sandbox lets you find, test, and validate new AI tools much faster, from months to weeks, from stuck to shipped. If you're ready to accelerate AI adoption, check out Naya One at nayaone.com/Akash. That's nayaone.com/AAKASH. I hope you enjoyed that short clip. You can check out the full episode here.